everyone, welcome back to the close-up view. In the last episode, the spotlight was on an antagonist machine, the Master Grade Straight North Gundam. Follow up with that, I would like to shine some light on another antagonist mobile suit. If the Straight Gundam from the Gundam Seed series was your love at first sight, you should be aware of the interchangeable equipment of that machine. Building up with the success of that anime series, the Seed Destiny has a similar design setup on some mobile suit, the Fourth Impulse. The mobile suit also has interchangeable sword and cannon pack. However, we are neither discussing those two models. The antagonist mobile suit we are going to have a look is more superior than those two. Yes, we are visiting the 2009 release model, the 1100 Master Grade Destiny Gundam. Again, the finished product that was looking at here only involves snap build, panel line, out of the box decals. Alright, so let's see how well this gets held against time. So on our left is the box art. The Destiny Gundam is holding the sword in his fighting mode. The thunderstorm background in the middle of the sea really fitting the name of the mobile suit, like how Calamity is actually pairing with Destiny. So moving to the right, we have all the weapon and accessory coming with the model kit. So we have a physical shield, a beam shield, a giant beam sword, a high energy beam rifle, one long range beam cannon, 2 beam boomerang, and 1 display stand. Unfortunately, this version does not have the palm beam cannon and the wing effect part. Those two accessories only available on the extreme burst mode. So moving on with the question, is this 2009 model still good to buy? If so, should you include this into your collection? So the main selling point of this machine is that evil look on the face plus on the bladable capability that packed with this model without going through any interchangeable backpack. So okay, let's have a look at on the accessory first to see how playable it is. Okay, so moving on with the shield, this mobile suit comes with 2 shields. The physical shield can be expanded to a bigger size. More important, the red inner connection part really makes the physical shield stand out. Both ends of the shield have 2 spiky points. So if you pay attention to the whole design of this model kit, spikiness is the main theme for sure. So next is the beam shield. It was made with a transparent, flexible blue and clear plastic. The surface have a wavy design and the blue color is spreading from in to out. So the shield can be equipped on either side of the knuckle. So let me show you. Passing to the beam sword, this is one heck of a long and giant sword. When in storage mode, it looks small and short, but don't let this deceive you. In order to transition into the fight mode, we unfold the blade, slide out the middle section, flip out both handles, and then attach the beam effect. For real, let's have a moment to appreciate the detail of this, the color, the proportion, and the sticker of this sword. It's actually as high as the Gundam when the Gundam wing is folded. Okay, so let's quickly look at the high energy beam rifle. It sure has a unique and slim design, but it wasn't that standout compared to any other beam rifle. No clear part on the scope, which is a standard on a lot of model kit back in time. The proportion is fairly small and you can see the connector peg on the side would actually hurt my eye. So enough of that sad beam rifle, let's check out the long beam cannon. So the color choice here is a little bit questionable and it does not add any credit to the weapon at all. However, the lining detail is for sure there. In storage mode, it has the same height as the sword, since both of them stored in the back of the wing, so they have to look balanced. Transforming into the shooting mode, we just have to flip the barrel out, pull out the red pieces for more inner detail. Open the handle and twist counterclockwise. The pack is very weak, so please handle this with care. For me, I would rather have some tool to pull it out instead of using just the pack by itself. So the last weapon is the beam boomerang. While when not in use, both are stored at the end of the shoulder armor. Again, the spiky look. Bandai give 4 effect parts, 2 short beam and 2 long beam. The short one is when we use it as a boomerang. the long one is when we want to use it as a beam saber or a beam sword. So since we already mentioned the oversized beam sword and the beam cannon, let's have a look at the simple but cool looking backpack. As you can see, these are the two story parts of the weapon that we mentioned earlier. Cannon on the right, the sword on the left. The double ball joint helps to manipulate the weapon in different directions for shooting or pulling purpose. For the wing, the familiar spiky theme again, what is loved by a lot of fans. When the wing gets spread to the max, it will also pull the three tiny wings in the middle. So for mobility, it can swing back and front. For more articulation, you can pull out the section of the wing and now you can tilt it. So that combination will add in a lot more mobility to the wing. So moving to the model, on the lower body, the armor split on the thigh, the knee. These split can be done by just bending the leg and the knee down pose. Not too much of the color separation here, and again, the color choice does not add any credit for the overall look. Part of the armor on the back can be opened to reveal additional thruster. Side skirt armor is extremely long, but we can tilt it aside to improve the mobility of the leg. The front skirt, the back skirt is extremely loose. Bandai also includes a spring mechanism on the waist and leg joint, and you can tell it is actually not very helpful at all. So moving on with the upper body. Upper waist has a potential for a 360 turnaround, but the armor pieces on the abs just block everything. And it keep hitting and knock off the front skirt armor. Torso is 90% resemble the Strike Gundam, but have less panel line opportunity. It's a little bit disappointed. Shoulder armor resemble the Force Impulse, but lack of detail. I mean, thanks God for the Boomerang. Otherwise, it just looked plain. The arm is protected, it's a big piece of armor, and even the knuckle has an oversized armor as well. These arm articulation does not have any problem at all. So you can do whatever pose you want. I actually like the armor that protects the back of the palm. It look like it's a boxer. So the head is the only place that pleases the eye on the upper body. Oversized but perfectly angled on the V-fin. The two red lines under the eye give it like a Joker, Devil, and a dark feel, or sad feel. And then even the vent on the side give the same vibe. It kind of look like a skull to me. So in conclusion, different from the Master Grade Straight Noir, this model will release in a later year, but the detail level is actually not as close. There are a ton of area we can add customization lighting if you want, because Bandai did not do it. One thing I have to admit is the different weapon type it comes with, we can create a variety of poses. This is also a catching point for me, because I really love weapons, that you can do a lot of different poses. As long as it can create a cool pose, I'm down to it. So I would say get this Master Grade model kit if you love the dynamic weapon type. However, if you want a more detailed look, the real grade version is actually fine, but the real grade doesn't really give that spiky look that much. Furthermore, if you want a better version of this, you can consider the bootleg version, but it mimics the Bandai metal build design. Unfortunately, be aware of the quality if you choose to do so. I heard it actually very hard to snap in. If you decide to get this Master Grade in the end, you can also consider the full burst mode version, which has the inner frame painted in the metallic silver, plus the effect of the wing, and then the palm cannon. Alright, that is everything I want to share on this Master Grade. It's not the best, but it's actually still acceptable. If you try to get it into some cool pose, and I mean the stand they give you very standard, but it's actually help and hold it for a very cool pose. So, alright, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, share, and hit the notification button if you enjoyed this video. Alright, bye.